Hi everyone, this is Ryan Gomez. I just want to quickly touch on this thing called confidence. I get asked this question a lot of times when I do one on one coaching with individuals, when I step on stages of the world and speak to individuals and helping them build their confidence, to helping them build their presentation skills, build on presentation skills, storytelling skills, build on their brand. And I meet individuals from all walks of life, and this one question gets asked all the time is how do we build our confidence, right? Now, the common man, like Aristotle said, is bound or is bound for happiness and always looking for happiness in whatever way you want to define happiness. But let me tell you this: when you are happy, you are confident, right? And when your confidence is up, your belief level is up as well. You believe in yourself, and when you believe in yourself strongly in what you do, you're confident, you're happy, and you tend to achieve great things. You tend to achieve your goals. You tend to, whatever you put your hand to, you tend to be successful in. And that is where confidence stems from. Confidence stems from belief. Belief, your beliefs allow you to act boldly in the face of adversity, if I can put it that way, in the face of challenges, and in the midst, when you are thrown in the midst of making decisions, and you make some decisions and some great bold decisions. And comes down to, again, to belief level, in how you believe in yourself. So in saying that, your belief level is becomes your reality, if I can put it that way. I go through this whole process when I talk about on the stages in front of individuals all the time, is I take them through this little step-by-step formula, and I show them how to build their confidence and what are some of the things they can do to help them achieve great things in life. So I start off with a thought process. So you've got to, help build and sharpen your mental axe. And some of the things I've gone through in the last 10 years or so, which I'll touch in a little later or so, if I have some time. Now, in saying that, your thoughts, it comes down to your thoughts and how you, how you process your thoughts, how you action things. When your thoughts are good and when you start sharpening your mental axe, and if a lot of you have heard me on my radio segment, which is broadcasted around the globe on An Hour of Power and Leadership, I talk a lot about sharpening your mental axe. And once you learn to do that, to invest in yourself, then your belief level starts to kick in. Your belief level starts to get to another level where you start being confident about what you do. And then all of a sudden, when your belief level is there, when you believe in yourself and what you do, no matter what anyone says around you, you then go to the next stage, which is your behaviors start to change. When your behaviors start to change, guess what? Your actions start to change as well. And when you're actioning things, or you're actioning your decisions, your choices you make, no matter what circumstances around you, you then start getting results. I'll tell you a story about a businessman who went about his business, in a way that he was really doing well for himself. But there came a time where he had a lot of roadblocks and a lot of stumbling blocks, if I can put it that way. And debtors were closing in, people were his associates were closing in, the banks were closing in on him, and his accountant was saying, declare bankruptcy, come on, this is the end of it, declare bankruptcy, otherwise you are going really to lose every little thing you have. Now this businessman had to make a choice. He had to make a choice whether to declare bankruptcy and not go any further into debt, or keep moving forward and try to do his best. So he said, I'm going to make a decision. He decided he was going to go for a walk, and he's gone for a walk, a peaceful walk for about 20 minutes to half an hour. As he's walking, he comes across this bridge. He stops at the bridge, looks down at the water, and he said, I need to make a decision today. I need to make a decision what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to foreclose on my business or keep moving forward with my business. Just then, an old man happened to walk past, and he saw this man, could see the worries and the stress on him. He tapped him on the shoulder and goes, is everything okay? And the businessman turned around and told him exactly what he was going through. And the old man was grateful that he was so honest about what he was saying and and the story he was telling him. Now the old man said, "Listen, son, I can help you. If you allow me to, I can help you." So he pulls out a check and he writes an amount on the check and puts it in an envelope, and he gives it to the businessman and says, take this and use it in whatever way you want to use it to help you build your business, to help you in your business. 1 year from today, meet me at the same place near the bridge, and you can pay me back. How about that? The businessman thought, well, a deal, but I don't know how much he wrote a check for. So anyway, he's walked away, the businessman, he's gone home, he's opened up the envelope, and in that check, there's a $500,000 amount on that check. $500,000. And he saw signed by John D. Rockefeller. Now, he thought, wow, one of the most richest men in America at that time, and a man who was well known for giving his wealth away to help individuals. And he thought, wow, this is a real privilege, and how can this happen at the right time? So he said, I'm going to make sure I fully utilize this and get the most out of it. Then he started to think. He said, should I take that check and pay up all my debts and then move forward with my business, or should I put that check in a safe locker, and if I need it, I can always bank on it? Now, he decided to do that. He's put the check in his locker, and he said, it's there if I need it. He went about, the confidence level started to rise. His belief started to rise. He started going and making some bold decisions. He called up his investors, he called up his people, he called up banks, made some deals, moved things around, and start to get his business up to another notch, where he was making some big decisions, bold decisions, and really making inroads in his business. 4 or 5 months down the track, he was really getting to a stage where his business was going to another level. 1 year down the track, he was making 3 times the amount than what he was making a few years ago in his business. And he managed to turn his business around. Just with that confidence and that belief that, I can do this. But if something does happen, I have something to bank on. After a year, he was really happy. He said, I'm going to take this check back, untouched check, and give it back to the old man. So he takes the check, same time, same place, and he's standing and waiting for the old man. And the old man appears from the far in the distance, if you want to put it that way. And he was about to give the check to the old man and say, you never know what happened in my business. I managed to turn things around. And as he was talking to the old man, he saw a nurse running up. This nurse came to the businessman and said, I'm sorry, sir, please forgive this old man. We've been looking for him. He keeps disappearing from this home. He keeps going around telling people he's John D. Rockefeller. And the businessman went, whoa. Here was this businessman with a check in his hand for $500,000, managed to turn his business right around in a span of 1 year and earn 3-4 times the amount than what he was earning a few years ago in his business, banking on that check. And here it was, and not realizing there was nothing at all in it. What changed? What changed to where he was 1 year ago and to where he is now 1 year down the track? What changed? It is just a belief level that kicked in. It's just the confidence that kicked in. From raising himself up and going, I can do this, I can make it, and always thinking he can bank on what was there, but he managed to turn his business up, turn it around to a point where he didn't even need to reach for that check, didn't even need to reach for what he had in his safe. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what belief is all about. And your confidence will come from your belief level. When your beliefs are there, when you believe in yourself and what you do, your confidence start to build up. Talking about myself, 10 years ago, I say this, and when I speak on stages of the world, I've authored a couple of books, one best-selling book. As a matter of fact, I have an award-winning radio segment. I've been on national TV. I've spoken on stages of the world. I have coaches working with me. I have a couple of businesses. But 10 years ago, I had nothing. on the verge of bankruptcy. I had lost everything, at some stage, I'm talking 12, 13 years ago, and confidence level was down, rock down. I had absolutely nothing to be able to, because I never had that confidence in myself. I had never had an education, never had a tertiary education, so that always lacked behind me and said, Ryan, you cannot interact one-on-one with individuals. To be able to interact one-on-one with an individual was the toughest thing for me, because I always lacked that self-belief, that confidence, because I said, hey, you know what, I can never have an intelligent conversation with someone because I don't have the education. And I would always move away. From 10 years ago, turning that around and investing in myself, and started to then say, hey, you know what, I need to change my thoughts. I need to change my influence around me. I started then investing in my mental acts, which the thought process started happening. And all of a sudden, in 2-3 years, investing myself, reading books, meeting people, going out there, networking, getting to know individuals, getting a great influence around me. All of a sudden, after 3 years, I start to then build my belief level. My belief level started to raise that I can do what I'm set out to do. I start to write goals down, set goals, work goals, achieve goals, big time, and constantly working on it. And from then on, when my belief level kicked in, what kicked in was my behaviors. My behaviors started to change. In what I was doing, my behaviors started to change. And all of a sudden, from my behaviors changing to actions, my actions started to change in what I was doing, making decisions, making choices, which I never ever made some bold decisions, moved forward, made a choice. If it was the wrong choice, took a step back, analyzed it, raised my belief level, went for it again, made another choice, made a decision. From those actions, then came results. Best-selling book, authoring a couple of books, having a couple of businesses around the leadership and the coaching arena, having coaches work with me, doing a lot, traveling the world, on stages of the world, helping people build their confidence, helping people take it to the next level. Hey, this is Ryan. Absolutely had no tertiary education, had no confidence in himself 10 years ago. But again, stems down to belief. You need to start believing in yourself. You need to look at yourself and say, hey, you know what? I need to start believing in myself. In order to do that, you need to start sharpening your mental axe, investing in yourself, reading books, meeting people that will help you, build you up, not people that will, throw you rock bottom and say, hey, you're no good and you're never going to achieve what you want. So this is where you can build your confidence up. Now, this is something I do on stages, and I speak for almost a couple of days. I go through this whole formula. I talk about step-by-step formula on thoughts, your beliefs, your behaviors, action, and results. And I actually break it down and I show individuals. But this is just a quick summary of how you can build your confidence up. I hope this helps. So go back and think about it. This is not rocket science. You've heard the stuff. But learn from people that are making it out there. And help yourself and build your confidence up. So it first starts with the thought process and your belief level. If your beliefs are down, if you don't believe in yourself, I always say what you focus on is what you get in life. If you're focusing on the wrong things, you're going to achieve the wrong things. You're going to get the wrong things in life. A lot of people focus on, hey, you know what, I don't have the health, I don't have the finance, I don't have the influence, I don't have the people around me to be able to do it. And guess what? That's what happens. But when you start focusing on the positives and looking for ways on how to build yourself and achieve things, all of a sudden the universe starts drawing things to you. And that's how things work. Until next time, this is Ryan Gomez signing off for now. I shall see you right over the top.